teaming up with the NFTA to provide free metro rail rides to the First Niagara Center for tonight's Sabres game against the Penguins. That might be a better way of transportation than driving tonight.
It's going to be a lot better than driving or parking when you're dealing with all the where the snow plows put the snow and that sort of scenario. So keep that one in mind. Meanwhile, did get a number of reports, one of them from Carleton here in Gasport, but also out of East Amherst, Clarence, and Alden of some of that thunder snow earlier on. And Carleton sent along this picture. All you can see is white with a few trees in the background. Now, Teresa showed the 33. I had also stacked this one into my show. Looks very similar to the 198 at Maine, the 290 at Military, good stretch of 190 as well. A lot of snow-covered roadways. We are going to see a break starting to roll into the area, but I still want to let you know there is a little more snow on the way. And it's going to be, again, in place for that evening commute. Winter storm warning still in place across all of western New York. A few of them expire a bit earlier, 4 o'clock actually across the southern tier. But get up into Niagara County, northern Erie County, those run until 10 o'clock tonight. And that has to do with the fact that on the backside of this system, even as it rolls on, we're going to see some lake effect coming in off Lake Ontario. That's going to at least extend a few areas in those winter storm warnings. Looking at the snow, this is 3 hours, mostly moderate to, in some cases, even heavy snow working its way across the area. You see what looks like the back edge of it, but you can find a little bit more if you look further back to the west. So right now, or the latest updates, airport coming in under a quarter mile. Same story in Niagara Falls. That's some of that heavier snow with this burst, but also Rochester to Dansville. In that snow still right now, substantial reduction in visibility. So kind of nasty on the 90, especially if you head over towards Batavia. Looking at this whole system, there's that first batch I just showed you close in, but look at this little edge down into, say, central to western Lake Erie. That is likely to pivot its way down into and across the southern tier over the next few hours. So we are likely to deal with a little bit of a break. Still going to have slick roads, and then that next batch of snow rolls in. And the system is still stretching really from west of Chicago all the way to east of southern New England. So this is still prompting some pretty big delays, travel issues on the roadways, and certainly in the skies. Before you even try to drive that 33, make sure you check in with the airport and see if your flight's even still going on. VividCast model picking up on some of those additional snow showers later this afternoon. Into this evening, though, notice that weakens a little bit. At this point, you're going to be dealing more with the light lake effect off Lake Ontario. Starting northeasterly winds, eventually going to the northwest. So we'll slowly see that fanning out even down towards Batavia with a few flakes. When you factor all this in, these are totals for the storm. Have likely, in some cases, especially around Elmwood Village, downtown area, about half of that already on the ground. Could add at least a bit more with that next batch. And again, at least a few areas with more than enough to have to shovel across the area, but it's maybe better than some of the icy sidewalks. Last wind gust 28 in Buffalo, 30 in Niagara Falls. I mentioned those more for the fact that it could be just enough to blow around some of that snow. As far as the temperatures into the late afternoon hours will slowly, very slowly drop off into, say, the lower 20s, but mid-20s about our daytime highs, with our total daytime snow likely in the 4 to 6 inch range. Still, the only totals I have so far are in the, say, 0 to 4 inch range, and those are from early this morning. We'll talk more about the 7-day forecast coming up, but really looks like Sunday evening will be our next chance for more widespread snow once we get past today.
So Monday morning we could be dealing with this again.
We could be.
Okay, thanks very much, Todd.